or what is the situation?
We might even be in the sprint race already.
Okay.
Yeah, the sprint has started, so we're gonna have to probably go off the YouTube stream, which is fine, you know. Never mind. Right on cue, mate. Right on cue. Let's go and watch the stream. I got
There we
two
go,
streams
yeah.
running at the same time. This is brilliant stuff. Alright, oh yes, perfect. So we see the race strategy here, medium to hards, which can already give us an indication that tire wear could be a problem. As I know, I had a race in Abu Dhabi. I was able to go softs in the sprint race, but it seems like that was not that the drivers, or I think most of them are on mediums, that the softs will not survive that. So I'm guessing the driver stalled a bit, so thank you for that.
Yeah, we're on the formation lap right now. There we go. They're about to enter the main straight and get on the grid for the sprint lap start. So
Yes.
really interesting to see how the different strategies play into there. What is the optimal tire compound? But J-Ray did win the qualifying. Jigs was second, Classy third, Kevin Van Dijk fourth, John Wick fifth, Fritz out sixth, Darwin seventh, Rene eighth, The Hans, Snipe, finishing hard, Tommy Otter, Daci, Destruction XD, Sireni, Ragic, Jans and NLC.
Yeah, and as
That
I
is the
said, pole
starting
position
lineup.
on the left side on the racing line. You can see Jigs. His car is pointed slightly to the left to the racing line, so maybe his plan is to just tuck in behind J Ray for the start and not lose any positions to Classy.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's what he's going for because Classy is.
Anyway, here we go on the grid in Qatar. It's gonna be J Ray versus Jigs off the start. It's 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Classy gets a good start. Jigs gets a good start. He's going to have to cover off Classy. Oh, there's massive.
There's a crash in the back.
Oh my god. That's a Red Bull and a Williams. And virtual safety car as J-Ray just manages to hold on to the lead. And honestly, if that virtual safety car... If that virtual safety car would not have been called out, I think Jigs would have had that lead. Because I saw the gap on 0.03 or something like that. But that virtual safety car clearly saves J-Ray for now, and anyone who's down a few can save. I think that was Rene and Han, wasn't it?
Yeah, those two were completely wrecked by the crash, but the penalties have been handed out to completely different people. It's Destruction XD and Tommy Otter both received 5-second penalties, so interesting there. And wait, the virtual safety car ended already.
Oh wow, we're already going green, and Jigs has got a full second. J-Ray has got a full second to Jigs. Then we've got Classy in P3, just ahead of the championship leader Kevin, who will be looking to make a move as soon as possible. John Wick in the McLaren just behind that, and it seems like everyone fighting for P3 is super close to each other. As I'm right now,
indeed. And that was gonna be be interesting to see if Jigs is able to get back there into the 1 second zone to get the DRS, or if J-Ray is just faster than him. But I saw earlier that I think we're all on mediums, or the whole grid.
I believe so. I'm just watching a replay of the start, and it seems like that that Rene, I think, just cut across the Williams of Han, thinking that he's clear and fully ahead. But there must have been just a tiny pixel of a front wing that sent them both into the wall, and now down by like 3 seconds. Somehow they did not have to pit for front wing damage.
Yeah, okay, that's good for them. That it's not that bad. At least thanks to the VSC, neither of them are completely off. And as I speak, their Han makes a pass on NLC Racing. Oh, and there we go. Dami gets by Frietzaus there.
Yeah, Fritz, I was losing we talked about that during qualifying. People pushing under high fuel, and now you got SNY, not sure really how to pronounce that, getting overtaken by Tommy Joder or Tommy Loader in the Red Bull. As I have a feeling these two will be scrapping away. As however, Tommy has already got 8 seconds of time penalties after 2 laps, and that's not going to help him. That's probably another warning. You can tell here comes
again
into the fast left hand, and he's kept it within the white lines, both of them. J Ray fastest. Look at that. That gap's now 1.5.
And there's a 1.5 second. Oh, finishing hard, about to try a pass on Fritz, but 1.5 second gap between J-Ray and Jigs, and then another similarly sized gap between Jigs and Classy. So is it really here the case that the top 3 drivers have already separated themselves from each other?
Yes, I mean it could be also a bit of dirty air, and the fact that maybe some of them have fueled up more than the others. We will have to wait until lap 7 or 8 until then. But for now, it seems like the top 3 not taking any risks, but someone who has to get himself in P3 so he can challenge Jigs off the line in the main race is this man right here, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna want to finish higher here to get the maximum points to retain his championship lead. Jigs, of course, sniffing him out. He wants to get by him in the standings as well, so he'll need to finish much higher, but Kevin Van Dijk can't let him too far. As I say that in the back lines, René somehow already, he was 3 seconds behind just a moment ago, now he's 30 seconds behind. Which
very, very interesting. Here comes Kevin on the inside, and that's the easiest overtake you will see today, probably.
Yup, DRS, Kevin could, or Classic could really not do anything about that there. And now it's John Wick also maybe eyeing up a pass on Lassie eventually, but it's harder to do now, of course. Lassie is also in the DRS, so.
Yeah, on board with John Wick now, who's managed to crawl up to Classic now after he's been fighting away with Kevin.
Yeah, indeed. Indeed. There's the gap between Kevin and Jigs is growing, and the gap between Jigs and J-Ray has actually...
Yeah, it's now under a second. Under a second, so on the main straight we'll get to see what the DRS is like and who's running a lower downforce setup. Riding on board with Jigs now in the Alpine. He's got 2 more corners to go for this 5.23 kilometer long circuit. Something like that. Here we go. Go for a bit more of an early apex compared to J-Ray's late apex. We'll go. DRS is open. He's 6/10 behind. Let's see how powerful this DRS is. And look at that. J-Ray already blinking. That means he's got less than 10% ERS. So it seems like he's used all of it to push away. But now Jigs into first place and reaching just about or right on the halfway point of the sprint.
Indeed, yeah, the sprint flowed by here really fast, and yeah, Jigs got the lead there. So
and that is
Damian now out,
who crashed and left the session, I believe, or he's retired and left the session as we got caution in sector 1. That means no overtaking over the next person down is Han. He's 15 seconds off.
And that's now another one out. It's Sireni 200 out of the race. And that's a third one now. That's Destructo. Also out. What is happening there?
Did he crash or what is going on?
I've absolutely got no idea. I'm assuming they all crashed. But tough to say. Yeah. Somebody's at least on the main straight.
Moving now on to lap 6. Can J-Ray? He's got no battery. He's got less than 10%. As we see the Strickland, I think that was the Mercedes on the left side of the road. And Damien, not a great debut, as you said, or Destructor, sorry, not a great debut for him in the Ferrari.
Yup. Hasn't, or just DNF'd out of the sprint. Hopefully he'll have a better race.
Yeah,
Really
as you
unfortunate
see,
for him.
J-Ray managed to close back up with the help of the DRS.
Yeah, in the back, you could say, chase group. Kevin Van Dijk still third, Lassie behind him. However, having difficulty keeping up, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I think at
John
this
Wick
rate,
might be.
I think at this rate, Kevin's gonna stay P3. I mean, he's 2 seconds behind J. Saying that, J-Ray has just dropped massively off the jigs. So maybe we can get a straight 1v1 fight between the two championship rivals into turn 1.
Indeed, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see here if we have really the top 3 drivers of the championship also gonna be the top 3 drivers starting the race, or whether in different order than they are in the championship.
Indeed.
That's 17 seconds now is the total amount of penalties for Tommy out there.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Really,
be great. Oh, look at this side by side between
his day.
between the Aston and the Haas. Freitzos, he's on the look at that. That's what I was talking about. Forcing each other up due to not on purpose, just to the tire wear being quite high. It seems like.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice work there by Frietzaus. Moved up into 6. However, Frietzaus, he's gone off the track a few times. Got a slight penalty. However, so does finishing hard. So, and there we go. He's just been applied another 3-second time penalty, putting him at 6. Which of course means that by the end of the sprint, he's gonna lose his 6th place position to finishing hard. Of course, provided that finishing hard doesn't fall from his lead.
Yeah,
What's this? J-Ray has fallen to 5th.
Jamie, yeah, I was about to say, look at that yellow flag, and now that's a safety car. Oh my God, the safety car. We're gonna get about 2 laps of racing, and that 5-second lead from Jinx to Kevin is gonna disappear. And if you, what I usually do when there's a safety car in my league, I like to recap the race. So, would you like to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, okay, sure. So we started out with, I believe. Hold on, now I'm actually forgetting because we had such big gaps in the qualifying. But I think Jig started out first for the race start, and J-Ray was second. It's either that or the other way around. But either way, those 2 drivers were on top. Then we had big gaps forming immediately. There's a slight crash at the start. Jigs and J-Ray had a battle for the lead, but then J-Ray fell off completely. I think he crashed, did he? Not 100% sure, but he had to pit there, so he's now 9th.
Yeah,
Kevin Van Dijk, he started 4th, I think, so he's moved up into 2nd due to other drivers crashing or falling from in front of him. But yeah, we're gonna get some 2 or just 1 lap. I think 2 laps
I think
of
it'll
race.
be 2 because that's the max the game allows. However, I think Jimmy had to pit due to front wing, and I think that was in the turn 5 where he just lost the back end and broke his front wing, and that I'm guessing due to the carbon fiber build up called out a safety car, which is interesting that this is a safety car and the other one was only a virtual.
Yeah, exactly. There were 3 drivers crashed in short succession. The bottom 3 drivers there marked as DNFs. No safety car there, and also no safety car for
safety
the
car
start.
in this lap already, yes. So it
Safety
will
car.
be 2 laps of racing. It will be Jigs versus Kevin off the restart. Jigs, he might have to wait as it's a long straight. As I said, I mean it's 1 kilometer long, so he will probably keep the pack right up behind him. You can see the safety car is only pulling into the pit lane now. He's probably going to go all the way onto the safety car line until he goes, just so he minimizes that slipstream effect. Nope. He's chilling in second gear. Where will he go? There's the safeguards in the pit lane now, and he's gone now. He's draining the battery. He's got 4 tenths, but look at that. John Wick on the championship leader. He's looking to make the move. No, but he's only got 40% battery, so I think Jigs is the best. Oh, look at that. Down the inside.
They're really close now.
Aston Martin. Brighthouse, they've all got the tyres up and running after that. So he's on the softs, mate. He's going to be absolutely rapid. Classy out of John Wick now, side by side. McLaren versus Aston Martin. Aston Martin versus McLaren. Ooh, they've somehow all kept it pointing in the right direction as now J Ray looking to make a comeback after spinning down the inside into the same corner he did spin at. This time keeping it in the right direction as Freitzhaus losing power or had to give that place back to Tiliga. Ooh, they come super close to touching, and this safe car restart is absolutely brilliant. And look at Classy into the lead of the race. Classy has come from P4 to P1. He has got 3-second time penalty. Jigs is gonna come back at him though, down the inside. Look at this, Red Bull and Alpine side by side in the triple right-hander.
Yeah, now what's gonna come into play as we are about to finish is the time penalties. Because Classy has a 3-second time penalty, so he's gonna lose it to Jigs and J-Ray. Sorry, Jigs and Kevin Van Dijk.
J-Ray it seems to have made a pretty nice comeback. He's now into P3, and Kevin down to P4.
Yeah. Oh no, but he'll get it back, I believe, up to second due to the time penalties ahead of him.
Yes, but if he gets now struck by J-Ray, that means Classy can pull out a 3-second gap to him.
That's true, yeah, but there's only what, 2/3 of a lap remaining, so not that much time to get big changes.
J-Ray, those softs are working brilliant for him. He's looking to make a move around the outside. The more these two fight, the more that goes to Kevin's disadvantage, as he is far behind though. There we go, J-Ray had Jigs. He just needs to stay out of 3 seconds of Classy, and then he's got the win secured.
Yeah. It's gonna be tight now.
Jigs, if he manages to just hold up Kevin without losing time to Classy, then he is in the money. That means Kevin will only get P3 instead of B2. Anyway, across the line, it's going to be Classy on track, but after penalties, it's going to be Jigs. And then it will be, I think it will be Kevin. Oh!
Kevin,
oh my god.
Behind Classy.
Yeah, Kevin behind Classy by less than a tenth. As it seems like some people went side by side across the line. Anyway, it's Jigs, Classy, then Kevin. And then it's J-Ray, a very nice recovery drive from him after his crash. You must say. Then it's Arajic, Dutchy, and finishing hard. Look at that, 0.021 between the two Hasses. And you can go through the rest of the order.
Yeah, as the order about to show up on the screens, driver of the race goes to Ragic, but that's a bit of how would I put this, too early to say that, as we still are gonna have the race. So yeah, the top, I believe 5 or Ragic finished really high. He came about got nowhere, but then 6 is Dutchy, then finishing hard Jans, John Wick, Frietzaus, NLC Racing, Rene, Snai, Han, Tommy Otter, Destructo, Damian, and lastly Sireni 200. I believe the bottom 3 drivers all DNF'd, so hopefully they're gonna hope to get a better race than the sprint was for them.
Indeed.
I'm actually wondering now how the race starting order is gonna go. Is it gonna go based on the qualifying or the sprint?
I think the sprint. However, the stream has paused, so I don't remember the order.
Yeah, Jigs is gonna be first, then Classic, Kevin Van Dijk, and then J-Ray. I think. No, J-Ray. Nah, I can't remember. I can never remember which one it is, Jigs or J-Ray.
Yeah, but I think the stream will be fixed shortly.
Yeah, there we
Yep,
go.
there it is. Oh no, stream post. It's fine. We got formation lap, so it's chill.
Indeed, yeah, waiting for the race to commence now. Or rather, the formation lap.
Yes. And we'll see what the strategy is. Probably a medium hard, but I feel like someone's gonna try something going soft hard or starting on the hards.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh,
On the
well, I
grid.
think
Wow,
that
there's no. Oh no, there is formation lap.
yeah, good. I was wondering there. Really diverse group of tires, or sets of tires. Only 2 drivers have gone for the mediums, the rest seem to have gone for softs and hards. I wonder what the strategic implication of that might be. But yeah, Jigs is gonna start first, then Classy, then Kevin Van Dijk, and then J-Ray. And
Yeah.
Rocky crept up from out of nowhere. I think he started the sprint in one of the bottom positions.
Yeah, and if you look, it's almost like a rainbow with all the different tires. And you could say that Classy's almost sacrificing the first sprint. He
Yeah.
will probably get overtaken by Kevin off the start just to the grip that those softs have. But then later, hoping for a late safe car to pit for fresh softs.
Yeah, indeed. And safety car, probably there's gonna be one at some point. You know, we already had a safety car, we had a VSC in the sprint and a normal safety car. And then we have the possible strategies. Soft mediums and hard mediums. Are those realistic, I'm wondering? Maybe they are.
With safety cars, probably.
Yeah, probably indeed. But we might have a safety car already at the start, so tough to say, really. Tough to say what the best strategy is. But yeah, the race, or the formation laps, rather, almost over.
Yep, and I just
Jigs,
dropped my phone.
Oh, right. But yeah, Jigs gonna start the race in first. And yeah, as you said, Classy probably gonna fall off, indeed. We'll see how the other soft compound racers do. There's J-Ray and Ragic there with hards, and then 3 drivers with softs. So, gonna be interesting to see if those guys are also gonna move up a bunch of positions. Either way, we're now lining up on the grid
Yep.
for the race starts.
Do you want to do it or?
Yeah, you can do it. You're pretty good at it.
Oh, thanks.
It says J-Ray was disqualified, but that's not actually how it were not gonna happen.
He just missed his parking. Anyway, you could say it's almost
Yeah.
Jigs off Kevin off the start because they're both on softs. Anyway, we're here on the grid for the second time out. This time for the main race, and we got 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights are on here at Qatar. They're on for an age. It's lights out, and away we go. Jigs immediately cutting across Classy, and Kevin can't find a way through on Classy. Yes, he is. He's going to look to the inside. He's going to go for it. Can Classy hold it on the outside? It seems like he's can. He's got the inside into turn 3 now. Forces Kevin off the track. It's elbows out. Even on the slower hard tires, it's now side by side towards the double right-hander. This front wing slide. Someone was in the air
There's
for
a
a
crash.
second there. I swear.
Oh, there's like 4 drivers off.
This has got to be a safe car. How is it only a virtual safe car?
Virtual? I don't understand that.
Oh, it's full. It's full.
don't understand
look in the
that.
pit lane. Look in the pit lane.
Okay,
It's
there
full.
we go, yeah. Yeah, alright. Only 1 driver DNF from that.
I swear
How
I
many
saw like a,
drivers? I saw at least 4 cars off.
yeah, I swear I saw like
track.
some car, like an Alpha Tower or something, in the air.
Yeah.
So, what else did you see that I did not
Crash.
bring up?
I mean, really, of course, the race starts are always highly chaotic, but kind of what I could see, actually not that much. Sireni, of course, with the crash, he jumped up 3 spaces from the end. He started last, but moved up quite a bit. Also, I believe Tommy Otter fell by some positions. I think he started a bit higher. But other than that, that's mostly what I could make out of that.
And you
Highly
could say
chaotic start.
this really helps the people in soft tires because they can protect the tires now and run it a bit longer. As Rene
Absolutely,
into the pit lane for a new front wing, that's going to be one expensive fix, isn't it?
Indeed, it is. How much do those cost again? Hundreds of thousands of euros, right?
Something like that.
But,
Crazy.
yeah,
Even
really
if you just
expensive.
break a small piece of it, then
Yeah, exactly. Have to make a whole new set. But with the safety car, I think Rene is gonna be able to catch up to the rest of the pack.
yes.
So, interesting start to the race. Now we're just waiting for the safety car to, finish. I think we're gonna have at least another lap behind the safety car after this one. But the whole pack, except for Rene, is lined up behind the safety car in one massive queue. So gonna be interesting for the race restart to see how it's gonna go.
It might
Nick
be this
wasn't
lap. If
able to-
could be this lap, might be next lap actually. Now that Rene has caught up.
Yeah, exactly. But gonna be interesting to see because Classy, Game 1 they couldn't get the pass on Classy, so Classy still holds that second place position. Yeah, as you said, or as we could see, it was really close. They were side by side, but the battle was paused by the safety car. So he'll be of course looking to get the pass completed as soon as possible so that
Yeah.
they don't lose jigs, which might inevitably happen. They are on the slower, or Classy's on the slower tires after all. Yeah, it's gonna be another lap, but yeah, not much more to say about that. Jans was the other, or one of the main losing parties in the crash also.
Yep. As I just get some more water because that start was chaotic, man.
Yup. But only one driver pitted, so maybe the crash wasn't as big as I initially thought. However, Han, of course, has had to retire from the race because of it. So it was pretty bad, but when you contrast that to what I saw, which was, I think there was at least 3 or 4 drivers off the grid or off the racetrack, then it's a
Yeah.
good thing that no more
These cars are
drivers
made out
had to
of. These cars are tanks. It seems like.
Yeah. Usually they
Jigs.
crumble at the slightest contact.
Yeah, Jigs, it's gonna be a second safe car restart of the night. I'll let you take this one, mate.
Yeah, sure. The second race is safety car restart, and possibly not the last, quite likely. But yeah, Jigs is going to lead the pack with the race restart. Safety car in this lap. There was a confirmation from race control. So we'll see how late he does it this time. In the sprint he went all the way up to the safety car line for the restarts. But yeah, as I said before, Kevin Van Dijk is gonna look to make the pass on Classy immediately. And then the other drivers from the Rietsaus, he might be wanting to pass Ragik and J-Ray. Here we go, Jigs. I think he's off. Yup, we are off. The race has resumed. And no major overtakes anywhere, really. Oh, there we go. Frietsaus gonna make the pass on Ragik. Let's see if he can make it stick. Side by side now into turn 1. Yup, Frietsaus makes it. And the Hasses, I think they have collided there slightly in the back. Dutchy and Finishing Heart. But no more, I would think. Finishing Heart now looking to pass his teammate, maybe. No, I don't think he's got it here.
Biggs.
John Wick in the back passes 9.
Biggs still on the lead with Classy Brown and Kevin not able to overtake him, but everyone's kept it clean so far, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. And as we kind of predicted, Lassie already starting to fall from Jigs. He has the slower tires, so Kevin is gonna want to pass him ASAP. This is eyeing up the pass. I think, when do we get the DRS back? Here we go, actually, he's gonna do it right here. Yup. Nothing Classy could do about that, really. It's clear now.
Was that a mistake from Classy there? I looked away for 1 second and then I just see Kevin slithering up the inside. Was it I think there was a mistake or just lack of grip on those hards?
I think there was a lack of grip. I mean, maybe it was slightly off the racing line from Classy, but nothing, no major. I didn't see any kind of major loss of grip or anything. So it might have just been a direct racing line for the defense. But either way, because of Classy's hold up, Kevin Van Dijk has a 2-second gap to Jigs that he's gonna have to make up at some point. As I'm speaking, Damian looking to maybe get an overtake on Dragic. He's fallen a couple places since the pass by Frietzaus. J-Ray here. He's also on the hards. Frietzaus not really able to catch up to him, so it might be where the line is drawn for who can catch up with the Stoft. Of course, the Stoft compound advantage fading away lap by lap.
Indeed, but those will be able to go just 3 laps longer, which will mean 3 laps less of an advantage that Classy will have. He's going to have to wait to at least lap 10 for those hards to be faster than the Softs. However, they have crept in a bit nicer now, but as you can tell, Classy dropping back from Kevin, and once DRS is enabled, it's going to be easy for J-Ray to get past them. We might have a 3-way fight for the lead. 2 people on the Softs, 1 on the hards. There we go, DRS enabled. Because I need cough real quick.
He didn't even need that. J-Ray already passed. Not too much Classy could do about that there. In the back, yeah, René making a pass on Tommy Otter. Now we'll see if J-Ray is able to keep up with Kevin Van Dijk. Of course, Classy wasn't. Like, Kevin Van Dijk is not himself able to keep up with Jigs. Yeah, it's looking actually like J-Ray is slightly faster than Kevin on those hard tires.
Yeah, it seems like he's got some fantastic race pace. I'm trying to talk honestly, but my voice just does not want to talk. So I'll chip in every now and then. But for now, it seems like the race is going. Even though he's in 3rd place, J-Ray's hands. He just has to take those mediums until like lap 20. Then it's soft, and he's going to be on charge.
Exactly, yeah, he's got a huge advantage over Kevin, and maybe even over Jigs. Yeah, Kevin needs to start losing in here, but he's not really able to, and of course now with the DRS enabled, it's gonna be even harder. But yeah, mid-back here, John Wick. Oh, Daniel pitting!
And retiring in the pit stop. I think that's because he's been having internet issues, as that is John Wick now, ahead of Dutchy in the hands, can't do much about that really.
Oh, he spun!
Oh, and
there, and he's...
I think I've jinxed it. I think I have jinxed it.
He spun there. Luckily no crash though for him, but of course lost a couple positions. And J-Ray, what is this? What happened to Kevin Van Dijk? I think he went off the track or something, because he's now lost his positions to both J-Ray and Classy. We unfortunately weren't able to catch that. Yeah, Damian retired. Still a caution on sector 1. think that's Rene having issues based on the pace he is at. But yeah, Kevin Van Dijk must have made some kind of error. But yeah, finishing hard, passing and running there, slightly behind them. And now a 4-second gap between the leader and the second place driver, Nix and J-Ray. Those being the drivers respectively. Also, Frietzaus looking to maybe pass Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin dropping back down. Seems like those hards have gripped in now, out of those softs.
Yeah, indeed. Kevin, now within the 1 second kind of barrier for the DRS. So, I mean,
yeah, and we are now nearing the sprint race distance, so soon it's going to be unfamiliar territory for 16 of these 18 drivers.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and it's gonna be interesting how the pit stop strategies come into play. What is Dutchy now? Dutchy pitting. He must have endured some damage to his tires after the... Yeah, he was the one who spun out, so yeah, that must be the case. But Frietzaus and Kevin Van Dijk both catching up ever so much to Lassie. Looks like the hard tires still aren't the best tires. But of course the different reducing lap by lap. Penalty for J-Ray, that's a big thing. Also, since the last time we checked on the gap between J-Ray and Jakes, J-Ray has lost another 0.7 seconds, so it's looking like Jakes is at the moment running away with the race. But of course at any point oh, what's that? Kevin Van Dijk making the pass on Lassie with the soft tires, so still the soft tires have got some pace in them. Gets that pass done. Now Frietzaus might be the next one to look for a pass of Lassie.
Yep, and Jake still building that gap. It's now 5 seconds. As some connection issues probably. We got John Wick right behind finishing up, but we will keep a lookout on this podium battle between Lassie and Kevin Van Dijk. I don't know.
Jake.
I have to be careful.
Looked it up.
Okay, we're just gonna say Kevin Van Dijk. Okay, yeah, he's
Yeah.
Van Dijk now. Alright. Let's see if his defense is still. I'll tell you what, Lassie's defense is, or his offense is not going to be as good as he might drop DRS now to Kevin, which is not going to help in defense against Frietzaus, who's shown some great pace so far in the main race, hasn't he?
Exactly, he has. Maybe he's on the way to do a repeat of his infamous race in Singapore. I mentioned it earlier during qualifying, from 10th to 1st. It was a very great race from him then. And yeah, great race pace, and Lassie can't do anything as Frietzaus gets by. The softs still seem advantageous, don't they?
Yeah, which is interesting because no one used them in the sprint. So maybe some people will be able to go like soft medium or something, depending on how the whoa, massive slide for finishing hard. Depending on how the mediums felt in the sprint race, but it seems like hard soft not as great. Like the time that you lose now does not seem to be worth it making up later. For now, we will see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe a low fuel on softs will be better, but for now it is not looking that way.
Exactly. Gap between Jigs and J-Ray still building up. I think it might be Ragic loses a lot of grip there on that turn. But yeah, it might be a good indicator, the J-Ray Jigs gap. Two roughly equal drivers. So when that gap starts to finally close in favor of J-Ray,